Today I'm on Moorland Rise in Haslingden, and the property I've got to show you is going to suit a family who's looking for the best of both worlds. Now what I mean by that is it's quite a rural location and you've got panoramic views as far as the eye can see, but we're not too far from Rawtenstall and we've got easy access to the motorway network. It's a 1990s executive home. It's got 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and whilst it would benefit from some upgrading, you could move into it straight away. And because the garden is so big, it offers enormous potential. Now, the current owners have lived here for over 20 years, and I firmly believe that the next buyers will do exactly the same. Now, when these properties were built in the early 90s, the most popular design was to have multiple reception rooms, maybe as opposed to these days where people prefer more open plan living. Now, this house has its original design, so this over here is the first of 3 reception rooms, and as you can see at the moment this is a bit of a home office, and whilst it does have a range of uses, I would imagine you'd keep it the same because working from home is becoming more increasingly popular these days. Now, just over here we've got a downstairs toilet, which I think is always important in a family home like this. And then over here, we've got the main lounge area, and this is a great size, and because the house is in an elevated position, it does feel nice and private in here. Okay, so stepping through the double doors, we're now into the dining room, and whilst the lounge dining room setup does work really well, for me, what I'd be looking to do would be to block this doorway up so you've got a completely separate lounge, and then I would knock through this wall here. And that's because on the other side is where your kitchen is. So you could actually make a very, very large kitchen dining room. Now, it's fair to say that this kitchen would benefit from upgrading, but don't be fooled, it is in very, very good condition, so it's not something you'd need to do straight away. Just over here, we've got the utility area, which is always handy in a family home. And then just beyond here, we have got the huge garage, and it's not often you see a car in a garage these days, but it does give perspective on the size. Okay, so onto the first floor, we've got 4 bedrooms, 3 of which are doubles, and all of them have got fitted wardrobes. Just over here, we've got the family bathroom. Now that would benefit from being upgraded, but a bit like the kitchen, it's not something that you need to do straight away. Just over here, now this is the 2nd bedroom, which might surprise you because it's huge and could easily beat the master, but that is on the other side of the hallway. Now, because this has got the bay window, there's quite a bit more square footage in here, and it's also got a modern ensuite shower room. So when I originally came to meet the owners of this property, it was a beautiful summer's day and I got the benefit of all the views around us. And you might know we've come to film it today and it's absolutely miserable, but you still do get to see what great views you've got. We're in an elevated position, and because it's such a big garden, when the sun is shining, you're going to get it for most of the day. Now then, I did mention earlier on about knocking a wall down between the kitchen and the dining room to make it nice and open plan, but there is another option here, because if you look down, there is loads of space there to make a huge extension, and you'd still retain a massive part of the garden. I noticed that other neighbours have done the same thing, so I'm sure that planning permission wouldn't be an issue. So there you go, what a magnificent family home. I also think there's loads of potential here, so it's a huge opportunity for someone. If you'd like to arrange your own private viewing, get in touch on the details that follow. We'll be delighted to show you around.